영생의 이상향을 나타내도다. 오내 양육 대조와 천주까지로 억만세 태평성대 기린내세 공일천일로 사대종 비날리는 천의 꽃길가 천지의 창문원을 소망하도다. 오내 양육 대조와 천주까지로 억만세 태평성대 기린내세 행복천일로.
Today is the third day of the fourth month in the 11th year of Chanulguk, the 22nd day of May 2023. To formally start our national morning devotion, let us first offer our respect and gratitude to our heavenly parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chariot, 전지인 참 부모님께 경배. 바로 let us all together recite our 가정 맹세.
가정 맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
For opening prayer, may I call on Ms. Shinmei Daigdigan.
Let us pray. 사랑하시는 하늘 부모님, 순리하신 진지인 전 부모님, 감사합니다. Thank you so much, Heavenly Parent, for this beautiful day that you have given to each and every one of us. as we humbly offer ourselves, Heavenly Parent, to attend you for this morning devotion, together with offering and eternal foundation and good preparation, Heavenly Parent, for the upcoming Chonbo Great Works in this May 27th to 28th. We hope and pray, Heavenly Parent, that we could truly be able to invite your divine presence to be with us as we will be humbly welcoming your presentation, Heavenly Parent, Reverend, Reverend Tanante, Heavenly Parent, who will be really educating us, Heavenly Parent, and giving us more internal understanding of the Tombo Great Works, Heavenly Parent. We hope and pray that we could truly be able to do our responsibility on understanding it deeply and really continuously being able to show our deepest gratitude, Heavenly Parent, and at the same time, our repentful heart, Heavenly Parent, for all the good foundations and offerings that you have done in our beloved true parents, just for us to be able to have this wonderful blessing, Heavenly Parent. We hope and pray that we could truly be able to continuously unite our heart as we could really be able to offer this as a good condition, Heavenly Parent. Thank you once again for everything, for this wonderful day, and I pray this in your name. Sikunat ng Son and Shimite Tigan, blessing your family.
So let's offer our morning greetings to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parent, True Parents. Good morning, dear leaders, elders, brothers, and sisters. Please settle down. So, good morning, brothers and sisters. How are you so far? So today is the 5th day of our national morning devotion. And so far we have learned a lot and we have been reminded a lot of necessary reminders, no? In our life of faith, most especially when it comes to the Chonbo works, its importance and its significance. So yesterday, we have been reminded of how important the Yojong Wish papers are, that it served as a detergent to cleanse the memories of our ancestors of their past sins so that they can cooperate with us with full power, no? So how wonderful it is. So this time, let us once again be filled with grace when we listen to another Chonbo education to be given to us by the HJ Asia Pacific lecturer, Reverend Edgar Tanate. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Jubilee, to our beloved national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog, to all our precious brothers and sisters. Good morning, everyone. Let me share my screen. Okay. So can you hear me well? The sound is okay? Okay. How do I? Yes, full screen. Great. So this is the 5th day of our special Chonbo education for State 1, the National Capital Region, and all other regions, no, together with State 1. And then this time, the title of our presentation is Collateral Liberation of Spirits and National Restoration. So let me go ahead with this. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. This, Okay. So once again, we have to be reminded always, brothers and sisters, that this work is the works of the substantial Holy Spirit, our beloved true mother, the only begotten daughter, the true parents of humankind, with our true father and true mother together as the true parents of humankind. So, what is collateral liberation? This is actually collateral liberation of central evil spirits. Collateral liberation is different from ancestor liberation. Okay? So, what is collateral liberation? Let's see. This is what? Liberation of spirits who are not in your direct lineage, meaning not our ancestors. Okay? So, like relatives, no? Siblings, aunt, uncle, cousins, etc. Blessed family members and second and third generation. People you know, like your friends, famous people, like what? Presidents and heroes and national leaders of different nations, okay? Scientists, famous people, influential people who are already in the spiritual world. That means you can liberate them through collateral liberation. And also spirits inside people causing problems, including yourself, or evil spirit in your spouse, in your husband or wife, in your children, causing some kind of problems that are very difficult to overcome, or evil spirits troubling a certain house. That's why that house becomes a haunted house. You can liberate the spirits in there so that the spirits will go out of that house or on a certain land or a certain place where there are always accidents happening. So we can liberate these spirits, and we call this collateral liberation. Okay? So, there are evil spirits inside the body, piled up like ant eggs. They are settled in an orderly way in our body. Look at that. Orderly way in our body. And it is piled up centering on the most resentful spirit. The spirits who have resentment towards our ancestors are inside our bodies to resolve that resentment by taking revenge to you as the extension of the physical bodies of the person who killed them, the person who harmed them. So they are there to take revenge. That's why they're inside our bodies. But they don't want to do it alone. So what do? They invite other spirits around them to work together. Wow. Ibig sabihin, leader type. This kind of evil spirit is leader type. He can invite other spirits to go with him. Let's take revenge on this person. And then, all the other spirits with even the same kind of resentment also were attracted to this central evil spirit. And they go inside our bodies like this. So the most powerful and most resentful spirit, you can see this one, the black color, is really what? Hiding after layers or inside layers and layers of evil spirits. That means when we do Chanyang Yoksa session, maybe if you're not so serious about and not so determined to really liberate these evil spirits, so the angels, may pala pang dala yung angel no? Kita nyo yan, may pala pa. Okay, so the angels and the absolute good spirits, they can only get the outer layer, of the spirits, and it's difficult for them to get this central evil spirit. It will take time, So we have to really be serious how to take out the central evil spirits, because if the central evil spirits remain, the main problem cannot be solved. So this should be taken out. How do we do that? How do we do that? That will be our topic for today. There are many people, even outside the movement, who have written something about this, and they are considered to be experts in their fields. In that book, Remarkable Healings by Dr. Modi, she said, Patients describe that both earthbound and demonic entities or spirits are arranged in many, many layers in their bodies. Look at that. Huh? So even patients who are spiritually open describes these evil spirits, these demonic entities, they are arranged in many, many layers in their bodies. These evil spirits cause what? Behavior, what? Problems. Influence our emotion and behaviors. So, you can easily get angry. You can be greedy and it's difficult to overcome. You can have vices like drinking, smoking, drugs, and you want to stop doing it, but you repent, and then you attend the amnesty or forgiveness ceremony or holy wine, special holy wine. We recently have our special holy wine, right? Huh? But still, that problem continue. No? Why? Because these evil spirits continue to influence our behavior, causing pain and problems. In fact, these spirits can also make you sick, like cancer, atopy, and other kinds of sickness, difficult to be cured even by advanced medical technology. So you see, these evil spirits should not remain in our bodies because we will be sick or we cannot control our behaviors, our emotion. In the book entitled The Unquiet Dead, let's read this. The book is a compelling record of her experiences in dealing with the spirits of deceased individuals who cause psychological and sometimes physical problems when they attach themselves to living persons. Look at that. So even they had written a book about this author, signifying that they indeed, these evil spirits indeed cause physical problems and even psychological problems. According to True Father, on the last days, when these spirits will come down on earth and we cannot control them, they can cause mental illness to many people. This is problem. So, these evil spirits can make you become criminals. Even though you don't want to be a criminal, but you can become a criminal. Why? Why? Because you cannot control your anger. If you cannot control your anger, it is possible that you can kill somebody. Yes or no? Huh? If you cannot control your greed and vices, smoking, drinking, drugs, like that, corruption, greediness, right? This can result even to murder, can result to robbery, and even rape, and you become what? Criminals. Do you want to become criminals? Of course not, right? But are there people who became criminals? Yes, many, many even, right? So this is the result of evil spirits in our bodies. What else? If you will not become criminal, you can become what? Victim. In what way you become a victim? You will experience misfortune. Sa Tagalog pa, malas. No? Ang malas mo naman. No? May mga taong ganon. Are there people who are like that? Experiencing misfortune here and there. What's that? Or you can be killed, or raped, or mistreated, or even harmed. So this kind of problem is a real, how do you say? You cannot say it's spiritual anymore. It's like affecting our lives on earth, affecting the way we live on earth. We cannot be happy. We cannot fulfill our responsibility, even though we know true parents, even though we know the principle, even though we are blessed couples, even though we are chonbo couples. We can be affected by these evil spirits. Why? Because this world is controlled and dominated by evil spirits since the fall of Adam and Eve. And according to true parents, the evil spirits are in constant communication with the physical world every minute, every second. Unlike the good spirits, my goodness. The good spirits can only work with us if we establish certain conditions, and then they can only work like in a one way, no, to work with you. But evil spirits, according to true parents, can work with evil people 360 degrees. 360 degrees. My goodness. But good people, if you're a really good person, good spirits can work with you directly, only at a vertical angle of 90 degrees. My gosh. But because of the works of the Chonbo works and Chonbo events, many good spirits are now being blessed. Now they are become absolute good spirits. And because of this, step by step, this evil spiritual world is being transformed into good spiritual world. And when that day comes, brothers and sisters, good people on this earth will flourish and experience heavenly fortune. And those who are selfish and oppose true parents will be disciplined and will be controlled and will be contained by good spirits, specifically the ancestors of those descendants who are not doing well on earth because they oppose true parents. Their ancestors will stop them. Their ancestors will contain them. Their ancestors will discipline them. Not evil spirits will stop them. Their own ancestors will stop them. That is a very incredible day and era. So even birth defects, stillbirth, deformity, sickness can happen to us, most especially blessed families. When we start family, that's why those who are pregnant, blessed wives, they were asked to attend a 40-day workshop in the spiritual world, 40-day workshop in Chongpyeong, in HJ Chonbo, Chonbo 1 complex in our training center. 40 days workshop for blessed wives. Why? In order to prevent things like this. I have so many testimonies regarding this, especially my sister, no? And wow, amazing second generation, can come out because, of this, special 40 days workshop for blessed wives. You have to really take part in this. Take opportunity. Grab this opportunity. So, removal of evil spirits in Chanyang Yoksa session causing sickness and problems. Look at that. The central evil spirits is the most resentful, the strongest, and the most influential. They can be taken out through collateral liberation. So, we can apply, we can, get that form from our Chonbo staff, si Rose, doon dito sa HQ, the form for collateral liberation. So, this central evil spirit causing problems can be taken out of our bodies through collateral liberation, sincere prayer at Chonsimwon, lecturer's ansu, and offering of wish paper. Yes. So when the lecturer go to you during Chanyang Yoksa session, and tap your head like this, even though only your head is being tapped, it has the effect of tapping all parts of the body where there is evil spirits. And plus you offer wish paper, plus you offer sincere prayer in Chonsimwon, plus you apply for collateral liberation. My goodness. The central evil spirit will definitely be taken out from your body. And our life can be better. And we can better fulfill our responsibilities. Aju? True parents, direct dominion. Chongpyeong works is liberating spirits that are inside human bodies. It is driving out the numerous evil spirits nesting in the body. This is true parents' words. So, another word from true parents. Nalipat yung circle tuloy. What's that? Under the direct dominion of true parents centered on Hyojinim, the eldest son, Hungjinim, the second son, and Demonim, Chongpyeong works are conducted automatically with the help of the angels and absolute good spirits centered on Chanyang and divine principle. Yes? So, Chanyang divine principle. Through Chanyang, these central evil spirits can be removed from our bodies. So, we join Chanyang Yoksa session, we offer wish paper, and then we apply for collateral liberation. This will greatly, what? Take out these evil spirits influencing our lives. So the separation of spirits is possible due to the amazing spiritual power of true parents during Chanyang Yoksa session. Adju? Yes. So, true Father said, large numbers of spirits enter the body of each person. The spiritual work of Chongpyong removes these evil spirits, and beams of light created by true parents guide those spirits, enabling them to ascend upward from hell in the spirit world. Anyone is able to follow those beams of light. Wow, true parents create a certain beam of light for these evil spirits liberated from our bodies. What about this beam of light? What happens to this beam of light? Look at that. This beam of light from the spiritual world is so attractive to evil spirits. It's just like yung butterfly, ano ba yun? Butterfly, moth ba yun? No? They're attracted to lights. And then they go to that light, towards that light. These evil spirits go towards that light. And where did they end up where? If they follow this beam of light that true parents created, they end up where? These evil spirits go where? Huh? they attend 100-day seminar in the spirit world. And then they receive the blessing and become absolute good spirits. They become so eager and excited to support us. Our success is their success. Thus, they want us to succeed and be victorious. Wow. These evil spirits who wants to kill us, these evil spirits who wants to harm us, becomes our friends. They work with us. And what? They are so eager. Why are they so eager and excited to work with us and to help us? Why? Why? Because they are educated very well in the spirit world. Why they are educated very well in the spiritual world? According to what I've read, okay? The kind of communication in the spiritual world, or the kind of lecture or seminar in the spiritual world, is really, compared to the physical world, it is very, very high-tech. 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 When you look at lectures like this, it is not like that. It's not moving at all, right? It's not moving at all. It's even not so exciting. Even though this thing already exciting for us, because other lectures even in the schools more boring than this one. This is a little bit even better already, no? But in the spiritual world, yoy, it is three-dimensional. It is moving. And not only it is moving, it is very, very colorful. Not only it is colorful, you can even smell. You can even smell the slides, the works, and the things coming out here that you're watching. It is really an amazing kind of, like you are seeing very, very clearly how God created the universe. Can you imagine that? No. So for them, the divine principle is very, very clear. For them, the results, if they follow this divine principle, is also very, very clear. They can also see what kind of kingdom of heaven or what kind of place they will go once they become successful in fulfilling their responsibility. For us, we cannot see well, right? For us, we cannot imagine, but for them, it's very, very clear. They are even toured in the spiritual world, no? And they can see clearly, no, what the kingdom of heaven is. So, it is very, very amazing lecture. And they understand even more than us about the divine principle and about true parents and about the kingdom of heaven. So how can they not be excited? So they become what? Very, very excited and very eager to support us in our mission. They repent for the sins they have committed. They repent why they want to take revenge. They repent. Oh, I should not take revenge. I should even help this person. And the most amazing thing is that these evil spirits, once they become absolute good spirits, they become your spiritual children. Yay. Because of you, they were able to be liberated and attend 100-day workshop and receive the blessing. So you are their spiritual parent. These evil spirits became your spiritual children. My goodness. Simply by applying for collateral liberation and joining the Chanyang Yoksa session. You can have spiritual children. So shall we attend May 27 to 28 Chonbo event? Goodness. So you're worried about the registration fee, like 600 pesos? My goodness. That's nothing, right? Yes? Let me read these testimonies from Japan. My husband had gastric cancer and went through endoscopic surgery. So in August of this year, I applied for collateral liberation of his central resentful spirit. What is that? A central evil spirit that exerts bad influence to her husband. So he applied for collateral liberation. And he told me that he felt easier in his mind after that. Look, my husband is an officer in a company. And in the officers' meeting held in September, the CEO, who until now had not seen eye to eye with my husband, meaning the CEO does not like the husband. That's why he is never promoted. No? This person told him that he wanted my husband to become his successor. This is really miraculous. Imagine, even in our work, brothers and sisters, if you have problems in your work, you can apply for collateral liberation to liberate the central evil spirit, influencing your boss, influencing that person in your workplace, and things will completely change once you liberate that central evil spirit, even in your workplace. Wow. I next performed the collateral liberation of central resentful spirit of my eldest daughter, who, even though she had applied to be blessed time and time again for 5 years, had no proposals. 5 years na matching candidate, blessing candidate, cannot be matched. We attended the summer Chongpyong Special Great Works as a family. And on the very day we returned to our country, she got 2 proposals from international first-generation members. Wow. From the first day, she has hit it off with one of them, talking with him for 2 hours on Skype. Wow, may Skype, huh? I believe this is the grace of the liberation of the central resentful spirit. I am truly grateful to true parents for giving us this grace. I feel that now the true Father is personally carrying out the works of the spirit world have become even greater. I want to become a person who embodies the lives of true parents. Aju? Wow, this person received incredible grace. Husband had a better job, and then the daughter, after 5 years, cannot be matched, was able to join the matching. Yes, we have no idea, how to really solve this problem of not being matched. So we have to really apply for WIS paper, and then collateral liberation of central evil spirit, stopping your daughter or your son from being matched. Yeah, can apply for that. This is Hisayo Tanate, my wife, right? Okay, let me read this testimony. I had undergone chemotherapy that lasted more than 6 months with 8 sessions. I had to stay at home in my room because the doctor advised my husband that it would be fatal if I will be infected by COVID-19. After 1 year of treatment, I don't want to go out of my room anymore, and I don't want to see even the members. I was socially disabled, which is very difficult to overcome. My husband decided to apply for collateral liberation of central evil spirit, causing this problem to me. Surprisingly, I felt so liberated after the special great works, and I now begin to cook and bake. I am not ashamed anymore to meet people, and I even attended Chonsimwon night prayer devotion in HQ and give my testimonies. My goodness, unbelievable. Give my testimonies. I feel the evil spirits were removed from me and replaced with jumping spirits. These are good spirits who want to attend God and true parents. Adju, there is a development now. My wife even went to Korea, to Chongpyong, no, Chonwon Complex, and even go to the Tree of Blessing. Oh my gosh! Even attended all the events there, and even ride HJ cruise, and even go to Chonjonggung, no, to offer vow to True Mother. Oh my goodness! Unbelievable situation. So she said, now jumping spirits changed. It became flying spirits. Oh, like he feels like he's flying like this. Flying spirits. Yes or no? Adyo? Very good, right? Removal of central evil spirits in Chanyang Yok succession, causing really big problems. Look at that. So, again, how do we remove the central evil spirits causing many problems? How? Because they're really very stubborn and really hiding very deep inside our bodies. They can be taken out through collateral liberation. Sincere prayer at Chonsimwon. Lecturers answer and offering of wish paper. Yes. So, another condition. We have to set a donation. That is a donation standard for central evil spirits to be liberated. So when you give this donation can be per couple if that central evil spirit is married, or per person if they were single. Imagine, so that central evil spirit is married, you actually liberate a couple. Not only that central evil spirit, but including the spouse. Huh? How much for group 4? Like Philippines, how much? Huh? We can donate what? What's that? $20 US. Okay. So 20 US. So if you liberate, for example, President Noynoy Aquino, if you are the first one to liberate him, you become the spiritual father or spiritual parent. If you are the second time or third who liberated that person, then that spirit can only cooperate with you in your mission, but cannot be your spiritual children. Okay? So have you liberated Queen Elizabeth? The first one who liberated Queen Elizabeth becomes a spiritual parent. So who is famous now in the world? We are waiting to die. We have to have contest. Who will be the first one to liberate that famous leader? Who is about to die? Who? I don't know. No? So let's see. Who is that famous person still alive today? We have to make research, no? And then liberate this. But this is connected to national restoration. Let us look at this one. What are the effects of central evil spirits becoming absolute good spirits? This liberation kind of works, Chonbo works, is restoring a nation through spiritual cooperation can be done. Like, for example, Constantine the Great. He was a Roman emperor from AD 306 to 337. And he was the first one to convert to Christianity as an emperor. And when he converted to Christianity, look at that. The entire Roman Empire as a nation become a Christian nation. See, how was he converted? How? Because of a spiritual world. How was he converted? Because of a dream. Dream and vision will change a person. And when that person changed and he has high position, no, a nation can be restored in no time. So how can the Philippines be restored, brothers and sisters? Huh? Our president, presidents who died, influential persons who died, or even ancestors of the current president, once we liberate, and once they come down in the form of dream or vision to their descendants, then the entire nation can be restored. So we have to be serious about this. Huh? Let's really do our best to mobilize the spiritual world and make these things happen. Even Korea, North and South Korea, this war even, without the 16 nations, UN member nations supporting South Korea, all of Korea would have been communist nation. Right? But the United Nations, 16 nations, no, were mobilized to support South Korea. It is because of the spiritual world support. The representative of Russia, no, was not able to attend the United Nations Security Council meeting. No? So if he was able to attend and he vetoed the UN resolution, the 16 nations cannot go to South Korea to defend South Korea. But during the time of the meeting, that Russian ambassador, Russian representative to the United Nations, was not able to attend the meeting. And the United Nations resolution was passed. And finally, 16 nations go to Korea to defend South Korea. This is because of the work of the spiritual world. Wow. Malay natin, I don't know the details. Maybe that Russian representative on the way going to the UN meeting, accident happened and he was not able to attend. Or na flat tire. Or nasiraan ng engine. Well, look at that spiritual world. One spiritual world can support us. My goodness, brothers and sisters. This nation, even though we thought is still very far to be restored, still long time we can restore this nation. But actually, if we can mobilize the spiritual world, our nation, Philippines, can be restored in no time. Yes or no? So shall we do our best to mobilize the spiritual world for Philippines restoration? Not only mobilization or witnessing or seminars or UPF activities. We have to really, this kind of activity is even very, very crucial if we want our nation to be restored. Great hope for humanity in the era of Chonilguk is to mobilize the leader type, absolute good spirits through collateral liberation. Yes or no? So shall we attend May 27 to 28 event? Chonbo event? Yes, let's do it, okay? True Mother said, up to the present day, because the spirits have come down to earth and carried out their work, there have been phenomena such as mental illness and the degradation of people's character. But this will not be the case henceforth. We will conquer our bodies, form a realm of resonance, and immediately enter the higher realm of spiritual experience. A realm of noble character will be formed. The Father said, there are only two kinds of spiritual phenomena, those that are caused by God and those that are not. We can tell right away that is when we classify spiritual phenomena as good or evil. We have a standard that tells us what a good phenomena should be like. We should not move forward unless we check the phenomena according to that standard. Every few hundred years or so, a period of great transition or extensive spiritual phenomena comes about. Wow! Extensive spiritual phenomena comes about every few hundred years. And that time is our time today. Extensive spiritual phenomena. Look, when this takes place, a nation either perishes or prospers. If evil spirits are mobilized, it perishes. If good spirits are mobilized, it prospers exceedingly. Wow! Our nation, Philippines, can prosper exceedingly. if we mobilize good spirits. And that does not come anytime. It comes once every hundreds of years. And that time is our time today, at the time of the only begotten daughter. Adyo? The reason heaven stirs up spiritual phenomena in the course of the providence is in the end for the perfection of humankind. Wow! That means, because now is the time for incredible mobilization of the spiritual world, and good spirits are around us, meaning we are living at a time when individual perfection of humankind is possible. Ooh, possible ang individual perfection. Why? Because of these good spirits supporting our mind, and our mind become very strong, and our mind can control our body, and we reach individual perfection. Yes or no? We have to offer sincere devotion in Chonsimon. We have to join Chonbu events and Chonbu works. Apply for collateral liberation, ancestral liberation, join Chanyanyok sessions. In no time, brothers and sisters, our spirit will become very, very strong, and it can naturally dominate the physical desires, the physical body. And we reach individual perfection. What an amazing time we're living in today. As the spirit world opens up, what kind of spirits you want to work with you? Evil spirits or good spirits? Obvious naman ang sagot niyan, no? Alangan namang sabihin mong evil spirits, no? Of course, you will say good spirits. But if you say good spirits and yet you only sit down and then you just complain on, laki-laki naman ng registration fee. You just sit down and you just complain. Even though you like good spirits to help you, you don't like evil spirits to help you, but evil spirits will come to go to you. Problem or big problem? Let us move forward and be victorious by mobilizing good spirits. Yes or no? Wow, let's join the Chonbu event this coming May 27 to 28. This is the works of our true parents, specifically our true mother, the only begotten daughter. Thank you so much for listening, brothers and sisters. Kamsahamnida.
So thank you so much, Sir Edgar, for that very wonderful lecture. Let's once again give a hand to our Reverend Edgar Tanate. So very interesting, right? So we have learned that we can somehow eliminate the evil spirits from our body through collateral liberation. So when we feel that there is a certain evil spirit inside us that has been disturbing us, we can apply for collateral liberation, and eventually these evil spirits can be eliminated from our body. So yeah, the education is so wonderful, and it has been telling us that it is really possible for us to reach individual perfection here in this time and age with the era of our true parents. And so, yes, thank you so much once again, Sir Edgar, for that very wonderful lecture. Let's give him again a round of applause. At this time, let us hear a Yojong testimony to be given to us by Dr. Rahim Mershahi. Let's give him a round of applause.
Okay, good morning, our national leader and our Dr. Tanate and all our brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for this sharing. You know, I was reflecting about, I remember that Father Moon was talking about that 97% of all diseases rooted in the spiritual problems are spiritual problems actually that are becoming a physical problem. So we see that, you know, that many, for solving a physical problem and disease, we need a good doctor, right? We need a good doctor to diagnose our disease and give a good prescription. So in the history of humankind, many doctors has come, right? We can call them like these spiritual people, and they have been trying to solve the sickness of the humankind, but nobody was really able to, in some extent they were able to, solve the problems of the human being, but the disease is still coming up again and, recurring, the disease of the humankind. So we all experience that sometimes, if we go to the wrong doctor and they give the wrong diagnosis, our, situation, our physical situation become worse. If they give, or we cannot really solve our disease. So this is actually the right time, actually, that we got the right doctor. Right doctor that is diagnoses the root of the problem of the humankind and exactly knows what is this disease of the sickness of that human being we are all suffering. Is finally we've got the true doctor, which is Father Moon and Mother Moon, right? That Father Moon, through discovering many things spiritually, right? They discover what is the root of the problem, the sickness of the humankind. And so what is our responsibility is to follow the instruction of the doctor, right? So they're giving the prescription. So I believe actually this Changpyeong great works, because this has been advised by true parents, right? They have been working they established this Changpyeong because they knew that such a time is coming, that there are many spiritual phenomena, many spiritual, spirits will come down to the physical body. So they knew about it, and they knew that we cannot solve the spiritual problem, we cannot solve the physical sicknesses even without solving the spiritual problem of the people. And this Changpyeong great works, Changpyeong events that being held actually has been helping, is the prescription to solve our sickness. We have, I have my personal experience when, when I came to know about this great works and Changpyeong work. It was in 2003 that, the awareness is very important. Like this education that we have, awareness is the first stage of solving our problems. So I didn't know about this. I became aware when I was reading Demonium's messages. So Demonium was talking about that, emphasizing that if we don't liberate our ancestors, we cannot avoid the sicknesses, we cannot avoid the accident. All these things will happen because of the ancestors. They are knocking to our heart that we need to help them because they don't have physical body. They don't have physical body to restore themselves. So they need our help. And through different kinds of sickness, accident that they cause in our life, they are telling us that we need to liberate them. We need to fulfill our responsibility. And so that time when I was reading these messages of Demonium, I was really, cells of my body was moving to really, I have to do something about it. And so I remember that time, also I was talking to my brother. I was in India at that time. And I was really desperate to go to Changpyeong. But I had a difficulty. I had financial problem at that time. Visa cannot go because of the situation that time. So I was calling to my family, please help my brother, especially. For 8 years, they couldn't have children, actually. And I was telling that if we want to solve this problem, I need to do this. Can you help? Anyway, that time, he couldn't help really that much. But I had a dream the same times that, I never forget. Those dreams that they have a message for us, you never forget about it. Because we see many dreams, right? But many of the dreams, we already forget about them. They don't remain in our mind and memory. But those dreams that they have a strong message, are clear, coming from the spirit world, we never forget about them. So that dream, I never forget about it. I had a dream that I, flew to the sky, and then I went to the Colosseum place, like a Colosseum, like a gladiators style, Roman style Colosseum, and I saw many of my ancestors. I knew them, that they are my ancestors. And more like, farmer types, even their face was burned with this sunshine. And they were asking me to liberate them. Please help me, please liberate me. First, they were so desperate about it. So I was surprised. What does it mean, this message through this dream? So exactly 6 months later, I was able to, find a way, and spirit world helped me to go to the Changpyeong and do the first liberation of the ancestors. And so this is really true, that we need to see the different aspects, different viewpoints about the problems of human being. All of us, we are looking as physical body, that we have a spirit. But actually, it's opposite. We are spiritual beings that we have physical body. We have temporarily have been given physical body. So we have to emphasize more on the spiritual, as a spiritual being, to solve our problems. If we solve the spiritual problems, then the physical problems will be solved automatically. So we know that the spiritual problems is the habits, our lifestyle, our way of thinking, all these things causing stress. And the stress is the reason for sickness, is making the chemical situation of physical body imbalance. And that imbalance turn into the sickness. So joining, me and my wife, we are sometimes in difficult financially, but because we know that this Changpyeong works are the key, for changing, to solve our problems, even though we are in difficult situation, even last peso in our pocket, we join actually in these events. Because we can choose whether we spend on, these events, or we spend on for the medication and doctors, that kind of things. Better that we spend, on these events, rather than we spend for the medication in doctors and the hospital, right? Going in hassle and passel. So we have already, the prescription has been given by true parents. Prescription has been given that we need to liberate our ancestors, we need to offer wish paper, we need to, join the Changyang Yoksa continuously. Always remember that our physical body, we need to take shower, right? To clean our physical body. And we don't forget about it. We do it because we see if our physical body become dirty, we can feel it, right? So we want to take shower and clean ourselves. The same exactly is our spiritual body. Our spiritual body, if we don't clean it up, after a while, we will become sick. And how to clean up that spiritual body is through joining this Chanyang Yoksa sessions. Actually, is we need to continuously, and we have to be grateful that in our region is every month almost we have these events. So we are so grateful. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. And I encourage you, everybody, to really join and have a positive mindset about the financial things. If we start to think that, oh, I don't have, then it will not happen. But if we have a positive attitude, then if we really want it, then the Spirit will help it. The desire, do we have the desire? Then the Spirit will really find a way, because we have the desire, we want to do it. I want to join these great works. But if from the beginning we think that, oh, no, it's not possible, no, I am in difficulty financially, no, I cannot join. If we have that kind of attitude, then negative, we already attracting negative. Then the solution will not find out. Spirit world cannot help us if we cannot change. Thank you very much. God bless you and have a great day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rahim, for that very wonderful testimony. So, I am the witness also that every time we have Chonbo event, their family is the first one to register. So that's why I am grateful na Dr. Rahim have given his Yojong testimony. Let's give him again a round of applause. And so this time, let us hear the closing message to be given to us by our national leader of FFWPU Philippines, Reverend Leo Angelo T. Halog.
Thank you very much, our Sister Judy. So good morning to all our beloved leaders, also those who are joining in the Zoom, all our Chonbo families, blessed families, brothers and sisters. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. Edgar Tanate. Let's give once again a big round of applause to Sir Edgar. Yeah, I think every day the topics are getting more exciting every day. Really, I'm sure you are very inspired today, right? Are you inspired or very inspired? Very inspired. Also, I myself also very inspired today. Yeah, thank you very much also, Dr. Rahim, for that really very inspiring and really realistic, testimony. It's really not easy for us, lalo na sunod-sunod minsan ang Chonbo event, kakatapos pa lang sa Korea. Even me and my wife also discussing, we just attended, maybe not so many, but also we attended again the Chonbo Great Works in Korea, just happened just this month, right? And then again another event this week. But really, if we have a clear understanding about these events, we will surely not miss and find a way. We could see and know really many brothers and sisters has difficulty financially, but because they understood the importance of this. I'm thinking a while ago, while listening from the lecture and testimony, it's like, really going to the hospital. But this one, we know already the clear amount. When you go to hospital, sometimes you don't know, physical hospital, how much you will going to spend. The doctor will going to check, and then sometimes you need to go back again. When you have some sickness, not only once, the doctor asks you to come back again, you spend a lot of money. And then this one already, also like, spiritual hospital, we are going, and then we have fixed amount. And then just this amount, we need to do our best to find this amount and participate. Right? Truly amazing time we are living in. So, of course, there are a lot of difficulties, but we have to avoid, negative thinking and all this, we cannot do because of these limitations that we have. This time is already, everything is given to us. Like what we just need to do now is just carry the spoon and, put in your mouth. This is now the era where we are living in. True parents have provided everything for us. Truly amazing time. So let's really do our best. When I check the registration, natin update, we have only 103 pa lang until now. So I'm looking forward that I'm really grateful to Ate Grace. Every day we are monitoring. I'm checking in Manila. Last Chonbo event, there are 242 participated physically in Antipolo. So, but last Holy Wine, almost 600 members from Metro Manila participated. So if every one of them will going to join, already 600 from Metro Manila area. And then in Antipolo that time, 354. In Region 4, 354 participated physically in Antipolo. So if all these members, brothers and sisters will join, already we can fill up our headquarters. That's already almost 900 members. And even from other provinces, if they really want to come, then they can come. So we can fill up our HQ even under this is really our main hospital, right? Like this is St. Luke's. When you come here, the best doctor, the best, we will all be, healed. So we shouldn't miss this chance. So anyway, thank you very much once again to our Sir Edgar, really investing a lot for educating us. Yeah, thank you to our beloved true parents, right? Really the ones letting us understand deeply so that no one will going to miss. Yeah, I just would like to share briefly. Yesterday, I participated the graduation of the Philippine Military Academy. It's my first time to join because we have one second generation graduated. And yeah, I think it's truly amazing to have, I don't know, we don't have maybe a really core member, even first generation graduated from PMA. We have some of our, members in the past, but not really so much active. We have, but I think now we have one first, second generation who completed education in the Philippine Military Academy. And if we really understand what is this PMA, truly this is a remarkable achievement, actually. So I hope maybe later Brother Renmel can share also his testimony. Of course, we have many great second generations, brothers and sisters, graduated this time, and some cum laude. We congratulate all of them. Really amazing achievements. But really to finish din talaga sa PMA, it's really not easy. Actually, PMA, to finish PMA, it's life and death. It's reality. It's life and death. In their batch, there are 28,806 took the examination. Only 1,500 passed. So it's not easy. A lot of tests, from very beginning. And then out of 1,500, only 377 of them. In PMA, I think every batch, they have a goal of 400. And there is like buffer of 50. But in their batch, only 377 could be able to enter PMA. And then out of 377, 277 are the only ones who graduated. So out of that 100, they, even from very beginning, they couldn't continue. And then 2 among their batch really passed away during the training. So yesterday, around 310 graduated. There are some from, I think, other batch joined. So 310 of them graduated. And the president was President Marcos was the keynote speaker, a guest of honor and speaker. So every graduation of PMA, the president is the guest of honor and speaker. They don't miss this. So really, while I'm sitting, yesterday I'm imagining, this is like now True Mother established UPA. UPA should be like this, that all people, the entire nation recognize. So every time, I think yesterday it was live, napapanood yun live yata yesterday sa PTV. So the entire nation, and then the president, this is the pride of our nation. Seeing these graduates, I sent the picture yesterday, 377, the newly graduate, how proud our president is. He said that I will going to work with you directly. So they are really the hope. They are really the hope of our country. Ang mga young people na gumag-graduate dito sa PMA. So I'm trying to imagine, one day, that our UPA, the True Mother Hub established, if we can build in all nations. And then every time graduation, the entire nation, this is the pride. I'm trying to imagine that kind of imagination I have. So, because really the course that they have gone through also in PMA is not easy. That's why I'm telling Brother Renmel to share. We encourage our brothers and sisters and more second generations. It's really not easy also, physical, mental, really the training that they have gone through. It's not ordinary. So the fact that you graduate from there, really, the entire nation really honors you because it's not easy, the course that they have gone through. So, I'm thinking that one day, our teaching, with all the trainings that we are going through later on, centering on our beloved true parents, this can be recognized by all people, all government, all the nations. Yeah, so once you graduate in PMA, automatically they were commissioned yesterday by the Chief of Staff of the Philippine Armed Forces of the Philippines as the second lieutenant. And then after a month, they will be deployed. Hindi pa nila alam kung saan sila madi-deploy. Usually, they are being sent to, kung talaga, sa field, sa front line talaga sila. But as PMA graduate, mabilis ang promotion nila based on their performance. So, those who graduate from PMA, actually, most of the top leaders of our government now, they are PMAers. They are PMAers. So, as a graduate of PMA, has a great opportunity to really become one top leader of our country in the near future. So really amazing. So this is truly a great achievement. So we will, later we encourage also, but not only that, we are thinking how to also work and influence more with the Philippine Military Academy. So I'm grateful with our leadership of Baguio, our brothers and sisters there. During the Regional Youth Forum, we tapped the PMA, and then we have relationship with the superintendent there now. So during our Regional Youth Forum in Cordillera Administrative Region, many PMAers participated. So yeah, we need to work more, also especially in that region. We have to work more with the PMA. And if they can understand and we can inculcate later through parents' teaching, especially about the values of purity, all these things, really they can really great men and women of our nation, right? So we have to really work on more with our foundation there in the PMA, in the Cordillera Administrative Region, to be able to share more, what we are doing also, the teachings of true parents, so that we can really partner with them. And then if, it happens that this teaching of true parents, that's why we are doing our best now to really work with the Department of Education, right? So we will going to request also a meeting, I hope that our Vice President Sara, especially now he is the Vice Chairman of the NTF-LCAC, because already we have something to show. We work with the government, we were recognized with the government, NTF-LCAC gave us the award, so ngayon Vice Chair siya ng NTF-LCAC, si BP Sara. So we are trying to reach her out through the Department of Education, but not so easy, so many things. So we are thinking maybe through this now, because we have something to show. We already work with the government and we have some results. So maybe through this path, this way, we can meet Vice President and explain to her. And then, once we enter with the government and all these teachings of true parents, all the schools will, inherit, maging part ito ng system talaga natin, even PMA in the future, then for sure, all these brothers, young people who will going to graduate, right, to these institutions will really become the hope talaga ng country natin. And then they will really become the ones that can lead our nation to, national restoration. They can really contribute greatly. So, really amazing time ang kwan natin ngayon. So, with all these things that are happening, we have to really always consider talaga that national restoration can happen not only with our physical work, with all these things that we have physically, but really with the mobilization of the spiritual world. Kaya ngayon po, we have to really maximize, and lahat ng members dapat natin, I'm really hoping that one day, whenever we have events, lahat ng core members natin, hindi na dapat yan minumobilize eh. Natural na yan dapat sa atin, ang imumobilize natin, outside people na dapat. But until now, even us, tayo kailangan pang immobilize. Kaya nga sabi ni President Hori sa akin, na we are doing Jericho Walk. Basically, Jericho Walk is more on mobilizing outside people. Sabi niya, for our core members, we just need to confirm sila. I-message lang, tawagan lang sila, confirm to come. And then, later on, mga ganitong events, it should be outside people we need to mobilize, because many people also believe with this, now doctors are testifying, not only us. Doctors are testifying, right? About this spiritual phenomenon, the spiritual influence in our physical body. Hindi na lang po tayo. There are also some religious groups, they believe clearly about this. So, it's not only us na, should be, during Chonbo events, hindi na lang tayo. Kaya dapat we have to reach the point that should be sign of maturity. Every time we have this kind of event, all our members naturally come. No need to, communicate to them, but i-announce lang. Naturally, all members comes. Because this is really part of our, journey of restoring the world, restoring our nation. Kung tayo pa palaging minomobilize all our efforts, the organizers, all areas na nag-organize, hirap na hirap pang mag-mobilize ng members natin, how can we restore our country? How can we bring about national restoration? Dapat tayo ng mga members, core members, natural na dapat ang pag-attend natin sa ganitong events. Right? Hindi na dapat tayo pa yung minomobilize. Yung effort na yun sana, we bring that effort out, reaching out to other people. Even though they don't know the divine principle yet, people believes, they have difficulties in their life. And it cannot be solved. And it always recurring, sabi nga ni Dr. Rahim kanina. We go to hospital, we were healed, again, it comes again. This sickness comes back again. So why, until now, this sickness are continuously coming back? So it's not enough. Physical healing is not enough. So people now are realizing that. Right? So even us, blessed families, Chonbo families, we have many problems. True parents already telling us this is the solution. Pero matigas ang ulo natin, we are not regularly participating. So these problems cannot solve. We have problems in our spouse, in our couple, in our family. This problem inherited by our children. Our children suffers. And then again, we have a lot of second generation. If these problems cannot be solved, it will be again inherited by third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation. How can we establish, how can we build kingdom of heaven? How can we realize national restoration? That's why as core members, as blessed families, as Chonbo families, it should be natural for us to participate these events already. And we use some of our efforts to reach out, people outside, so they can receive this grace. Aju? We have to reach that level already. And then we can move forward for national restoration. If we will not reach that level, every time we have event, the most difficult to mobilize is our core membership. Then how can we move forward for national restoration? It will never happen. It will just be a dream. Right? Before, very difficult to go to Korea. Very difficult to join Chanyang events. But this is our wish. Now, through Mother, open up in every corner. Already can do. But it's still very difficult for us to come because of this financial situation. Yeah, many things. But first and foremost, our desire, our understanding. This will motivate us. We can find a way. We can participate. We will never miss all these amazing activities that really brings about heavenly fortune to our families. Aju? So that's why this time, brothers and sisters, I really encourage everyone. Brothers and sisters natin doon sa NCR, lalong-lalo na. And Region 4, do not miss this opportunity. Please come. Heavenly Parent want to bless our families. True parents wanted to bless our families. True parents wanted us to inherit all their achievements, all their victories in their life. But if we cannot create the proper condition, we cannot receive this. So we have to create that proper condition so we can receive this tremendous grace that true parents wanted to give us, that Heavenly Parent wanted to give us. That's why this is again another opportunity. So I really wish that all of us, brothers and sisters, without doubt, without hesitation, naturally participate. And heaven will pour out tremendous grace, heavenly fortune. Sabi nga ni Sir Julius, 21 days after the Chonwon-gung dedication, first event. First event. Can you imagine? So, with the grace and heavenly fortune na marireceive natin now through directly from Chonwon-gung, it will be poured to this, activity first. So, anyone who will going to attend this, truly amazing grace we will going to receive, without doubt. So brothers and sisters, that's really have this kind of heart and really look forward for national restoration. This is the wish of True Mother. That's why there are many changes now. How much True Mother is looking forward for Korea to become one. Bringing all our great leaders now from different continents to Korea. andin tayo rin in other continents, in our nations, how can we also advance forward so we can help and we can bring influence also for the reunification of the Korean Peninsula. Aju, so our power is not enough. That's why now the entire spiritual world, let's mobilize the entire spiritual world. Naturally, without fail, Heavenly Parents' wish and desire will really be realized in our time while we are alive on earth together with our beloved true mother. Aju? Aju. So let's really become one and absolutely bring victory to our beloved true parents. So thank you very much. Samnita.
Thank you so much, Sir LA, for that very wonderful guidance. Let's give a hand to our Reverend Leo Angelotti Halog. And so, yes, brothers and sisters, this time I hope that you got the inspiration to apply for collateral liberation for the leader type spirits so that they can help in the national restoration. And yes, thank you so much for attending in our national morning devotion. Let us all stand and let us offer our unison prayer. Let's offer our unison prayer. Si Jack. Let's offer our morning greetings to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Good morning, dear leaders, elders, brothers, and sisters. And that ends our national morning devotion. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. So now let's have our group photo. Our brothers and sisters in Zoom, please open your camera.
Great picture and our good afternoon.
Good morning.
We share us testimony about
stand
Brother Ferdinand.
together, one in our
Thank you
humanity.
so much for
We
the
all come
encouragement
from the
of our national leader,
Father.
Ano,
We are
and the other
one
member
family.
that voluntarily offer ourselves to do this
Another
spiritual collateral
place
blessing.
where we've
And
learned
morning, Ate
there's
Sayo. Thank
a
you that we be
for
able
the
to
world
restore our
to
nation.
live
Family
in
leader,
harmony and
thank you so much for
together
all
we
the
all
work, brothers and sisters.
say this is where peace begins. Here we sow the seeds of love. It all starts with our knowing we are one family. We are one family under God.
Not just body but spirit. On and on we try to be people who live for others. For love knows no boundaries.
Neither race nor religion, no barriers can keep us apart. Forgiveness, true understanding, this is how it all starts. This is where peace begins. Here we sow the seeds of love. It all starts with our knowing we are one family. We are one family under God. Under God, we are one. This is where peace begins. Here we sow the seeds of love. It all starts with our knowing we are one family. We are one family. Here we sow the seeds of love. It all starts with our knowing we are one family. We are one family. We are one family. We are one family under God. We are one family. We are one family